So it's interesting. I know a lot of reporters who, when they're working on an article, they don't like reading anything else or watching anything else about the person they're writing about because they don't want to be clouded, or they don't want to be affected by everything that's already been written, just in case, like they want to be strictly original, strictly what I notice and my observations. But I actually do the opposite. I read, watch, and listen to everything they've ever done, because I think in that way, you can notice some of their mannerisms. You can see what questions they enjoy answering and what questions they kind of like recoil at hearing. Those are interesting. And there's so many little clues, and most people ask the same questions. So if you get a chance to interview someone, you have the opportunity to pull questions that maybe they haven't been asked before, and therefore they have to stop and think about it. I think for me, especially like coming to the US at a young age, when I was 8 years old and I didn't speak the language, and a lot of time was spent me just observing people and trying to figure out what they were talking about, how they were feeling, like what the context of the situation was. And I think that's really helped me just accidentally, because it forced me to spend a lot of time in my head, but also become really, really good at internalizing those subtle things that many people wouldn't notice. Like I have a very good sense of when somebody gets uncomfortable, or when somebody's like, oh, this is my, like, I love talking about this. So that's really helped me now. And I think like if you want to get into journalism, you don't have to even have a job. You can start today, like interview somebody in your family, which I recommend everybody does, because, our parents, grandparents won't be around forever. So if you conduct an interview, like a true, like with microphones and a camera, and, do it the right way, you'll learn so much about their life. You'll learn about yourself, like truly, am I just asking generic questions, or am I asking like pointed, specific, precise questions that actually get me somewhere? So I think that's a really good way to practice.